Here, between earth and sky, an iron heart lies still, forgotten in rust and ruin. With gloved hands, a dialogue with the past begins, peeling back the layers of time. Lubricant is sprayed into the joints, a whisper to awaken the seized parts. The rear frame is dismantled, separating each piece of a story grown old. A small screwdriver works meticulously on the engine's final details. A part of the engine is laid down, preparing for a deeper dissection. The carburetor, the lungs of the machine, is carefully removed. Its components are arranged neatly in orderly chaos. The cylinder head, where power was once born, is now opened. Within it are the traces of combustion of journeys past. Sometimes the force of a hammer is needed to break the bonds of time. The clutch is removed. The place where energy was transferred is now disconnected. The entire engine is disassembled, each part a piece of memory. The hammer is used again, freeing the most stubborn components. Even the smallest parts are removed with intense focus. The process of dismantling continues, leaving no detail untouched. Every movement is a step deeper into the heart of the machine. And this is the result, a body completely dissected, ready for rebirth. The restoration begins with meticulous attention to every technical detail. The old fuel tank is cleansed, washing away layers of mud and rust. A white-gloved hand wipes away the past, revealing the bare metal beneath. A new layer of filler is applied, healing the wounds of time. Now it gleams, a perfect surface awaiting a new coat. The spray gun applies a pristine white primer. The engine casing is removed, revealing a clean structure within. The frame, the machine's skeleton, is cleaned with a pressure washer. Red gloves remove a heavily oxidized part. Another part of the frame is detached. The rear wheel assembly, which once bore great weight, is released. The bare frame sits amidst tools and disassembled parts. A broken pedal, a testament to exhaustion and collapse. But now, a part of the frame has been repainted in gloss black. The hammer is used to remove the tire, separating rubber from metal. The rim is soaked in a basin of water, a final cleansing. A drill is used to remove the last components of the wheel. The reassembly phase begins. New parts are introduced. The sound of the hammer is not to break, but to forge a strong connection. New breath is pumped into the tire, ready for the journeys to come. On the workbench, the smallest components are carefully reassembled. The electrical switch is reborn, ready once more to connect the flow of energy. The wrench tightens the nut, a promise of stability and safety. The speedometer is fitted to the handlebar. The eye of the motorcycle has returned. A blue part is fitted to the white frame, a contrast full of life. The man sits beside his creation, continuing his work in silence. The fender is attached, gradually completing the shape of the red motorcycle. Another part is added, precision in every move. The gleaming air filter, the lungs of the engine, is ready to breathe. Small black details are installed, completing the machine's appearance. The exhaust pipe is attached where the sound of resurrection will emerge. Oil, the lifeblood of the engine, is prepared to grant life. And then the front emerges, a proud deep red with a shining headlamp. A full view of the resurrected motorcycle, a testament to patience and passion. But the story doesn't end. Another ghost appears, abandoned in ruin. An old three-wheeler, covered in dry leaves, a relic of time. The man begins again, this time with a different memory. His bare hands inspect the engine, feeling every worn detail. The wrench goes to work again, dismantling another story. Each turn of the wrench is a step back into the past. A gloved hand removes a bolt from a rusted machine part. The man works on the rear section of the green vehicle. He focuses on his work with meticulous care and patience. The old rear wheel, with its worn tire, waits silently. He holds a rusted part of the front frame, assessing the damage. The wiring, faded connections, is carefully reconnected. The screwdriver removes a part from the handlebar. The rear shock absorber, which once took the bumps of life, is inspected. High-pressure water cleans the wheel, washing away the dust of time. The disassembled vehicle lies in the cluttered workshop. Paint is mixed, a chemical formula for transformation. The fender is repainted, given a new coat of life. The surface of the fuel tank is smoothed after painting, a meticulous touch. The painted parts look clean and new, ready for reassembly. A metal cover on the engine is carefully removed. The screws are put back in their proper places with absolute precision. A measure of red paint is weighed for a touch of vitality. The wheel is now painted gloss black, reflecting the light. The cluttered workshop, a space of endless creation. Description error in original file. The light gray fender is sprayed, even and smooth. The fuel tank is coated in a metallic bronze, elegant and classic. Now it wears a deep red, glossy and alluring. The new tire is carefully fitted to the rim, a perfect union. Two completed wheels stand together like a couple ready for a journey. The specialized tire tread, a promise of safe travels. The gloss black frame is reassembled. The machine's skeleton is now strong. The wrench tightens a bolt on the beautiful gloss brown frame. A small part is fitted to the wheel, perfecting every detail. The gleaming silver shock absorber is installed, a promise of smoothness. The gloss brown rear fender is attached, harmonizing with the whole. A knife carefully removes the layer of rust from the exhaust pipe. A part on the old engine is removed. The complexity of the engine is revealed through each small detail. The gears and springs are removed, a world of mechanical precision. The engine cover is removed, opening up the heart of the engine. The parts are polished, restoring their original gleam. Two engine covers shine like mirrors, reflecting the craftsman's care. A cylindrical part is carefully fitted into the engine. And the fully restored motorcycle, a harmonious and eye-catching work of art. A hand carefully places a metal gasket into the complex machine part. The engine is disassembled with prominent reddish bronze gears. Half of the engine casing reveals neatly arranged bearings and shafts. A screwdriver tightens a screw. The engine reassembly is underway. The black air filter is carefully placed into position. Two men work together to fit the engine into the dark brown motorcycle frame. A small part is fitted to the frame, with care in every detail. The metal bar of the suspension system is attached. The rear wheel and exhaust are complete, a part of the motorcycle reborn. The suspension system and rear wheel are shown in detail. Gloss black paint is poured out, preparing for the painting stage. A heat gun warms a sheet of silver insulation material. A red line is drawn as a benchmark for painting. The body is painted black, with other parts carefully covered. 2 plastic cups containing a dark brown liquid are prepared for mixing paint. The paint mixing process continues with precision in every drop. The three-wheeler has been painted gloss brown, a result of meticulous work. A black panel, possibly for the interior, is being painted. It is installed into the vehicle's body, completing the interior space. The assembly of small details continues in the silence of the workshop. The man carefully finishes the gloss brown body of the three-wheeler. The vehicle is pulled out of the workshop, ready for the final stages. The orange turn signal is installed, the eye that will signal for turns. The Vortex battery, the source of energy for new life, is installed. The grips and switches are fitted to the handlebar. The brake lever is adjusted, an assurance of safety. The entire vehicle is almost complete, a harmonious and powerful whole. The silver fuel valve is fitted into the brown fuel tank. The yellow fuel filter is installed, ensuring purity for the engine. Dynamic motor oil is poured in, the lubricating lifeblood for all movement. The finished vehicle stands on the green grass, a work of art. The luxurious black leather seat, an invitation for journeys. But in the weeds, another vehicle remains abandoned, a different fate. It lies there, old and damaged, a reminder of decay. The man begins a new excavation on the green motorcycle. He works on the front section, dismantling another story. The work continues, a cycle of destruction and recreation. The key is inserted into the rusted ignition system. The horn has long been silent, a lost sound. The fuel cap, rusted and dirty, sealing the last drops of fuel. A hand holds a rusted piece of metal, a fragment of the past. The man carefully reassembles the engine amidst a cluttered space. The parts lie scattered on the ground, a chaos waiting to be ordered. The rusted handlebar is removed with a wrench. The lower body of the vehicle is heavily damaged with holes and rust. The man wears gloves, working on the old and dirty engine. The screwdriver removes another screw, going deeper inside. A part of the engine is being meticulously removed. Each old and dirty detail contains a part of the story. The dissection continues, leaving no detail untouched. The parts are placed in a tub of water, a cleansing ritual. A grinder cleans the body, removing old paint and rust. A dent in the body is repaired, mending the wound. The deep and rusted dent, a mark of impact. Sandpaper smooths the surface, preparing for a new coat. A paper towel wipes away the remaining dirt and grease. A part of the engine has been cleaned and polished, shining like new. 2 disassembled and cleaned parts show the meticulous care. The small details are highlighted, a testament to the care taken. The entire process shows the patience and skill of the craftsman. The man cleans a gearbox part with a paper towel. He holds a small metal gasket, a crucial detail. The man, wearing a respirator, paints a light gray part. He carefully removes the protective paper from a small cover. A bronze-colored washer is fitted into the silver engine part. The electrical coil, the nervous system of the engine, is set in place. Many painted parts are arranged on a wooden board awaiting assembly. A U-shaped metal part is painted in the cluttered workshop. The clutch is removed from the engine. A gleaming cylindrical part is fitted into the engine. Paint is mixed on a digital scale with a bottle labeled "Subscribe." The spray gun activates, emitting a coat of white paint. A hammer is used to fit a part onto the cleaned brake disc. A part is fitted into the cleaned gearbox. A liquid is sprayed onto the oval metal part. Paint thinner is poured from a plastic cup into a paint can. The man mixes paint outdoors with other cars in the background. A white painted body part sits on a stand. The man tightens a screw into a painted engine part. The fully assembled engine part sits on a wooden board. A light silver scooter body part is being painted under the sun. The man in the red jacket is painting the scooter parts. The golden metallic shock absorber, rusty and dirty. A dark blue liquid is poured into the paint container. The body part is now painted a glossy turquoise blue. A full view of the man painting the turquoise parts. The wheel with its turquoise and white rim is inspected. A close-up of the finished wheel, a striking color combination. The man continues to paint another part of the body. He carefully reconnects the wiring system on the white body. A tool is used to tighten a part with precision. A dark blue lubricant is injected with a syringe. The entire scooter is being assembled in white and turquoise. The wheel is installed. The scooter can now stand on its own feet. The front section of the scooter is carefully assembled. A close-up of a hand installing a small part onto the body. An old machine part with lots of rust and dirt. A small part is installed into the fuel system. A close-up of a hand installing the brake lever. A close-up of a hand gripping the handlebar, feeling its familiarity. A tool is opening the rear cover of the turquoise scooter. Two hands inspect a small bronze plate inside the carburetor. A yellow fuel filter is installed into the line. The man moves the newly restored scooter. A screw is tightened into the turquoise body. The man gives a final inspection to the finished scooter. A screw is fastened into the black floor mat. A measuring tube holds a red liquid, possibly fuel or oil. The man pushes the finished scooter, preparing for a test. He rides it on a dirt road, a journey of freedom. The speedometer on the turquoise dashboard. The old and dirty throttle control, a contrast to the new exterior. The man rides on a lakeside path, enjoying the result. And the cycle begins again with another old green motorcycle. The entire bike is partially disassembled in the workshop. A man is removing one of its parts. The wheel is removed, beginning a new journey of restoration. A part of the frame is taken off. The carburetor is removed. The dissection starts anew. A thick, viscous, light yellow liquid is being stirred. A spray bottle labeled "Active" is held, a promise of cleansing. A round, rusted metal plate is pried from a machine part. A rusted lever, covered in dust and old paint. A cylindrical part is removed from within. The machine part is cleaned with a high-pressure water sprayer. It is cleaner, but some stains and rust remain. A new, shining silver bearing is installed. A new, dark gray gear is prepared as a replacement. A wrench tightens a bolt on the gleaming machine part. The craftsman continues to reassemble the engine. Small, old and dirty parts are placed in a black plastic tray. A small part is fitted into the shining engine. The complete assembly of the engine, a result of patience. A rusted metal section with peeling paint is being repaired. The extent of the metal's damage is shown clearly by its colors. Black powder is poured into a can, preparing for the painting process. An angle grinder sends sparks flying, cutting a piece of metal. A piece of wood is being sanded smooth, perhaps as a replacement part. A welding clamp is attached to the metal, preparing for welding. The craftsman works on a small part, ending a day's work. A heavily rusted machine detail with cracks and grime. A light green metal spring, rusted and damaged. A small jar containing a thick, dark gray liquid is being stirred. A handheld polisher is cleaning a metal surface. A thick, light yellow liquid is stirred evenly in a metal basin. Sandpaper is smoothing a layer of yellow filler on the fuel tank. A metal surface is cleaned with a cloth and a clear liquid. A polisher cleans a light green machine detail. An angle grinder sends sparks flying, cutting a metal pipe. A gleaming metal bar, possibly a tool, lies on a table. A worn yellow polishing sponge is held near a grinder. A yellow sponge is smoothing a surface that has been painted gray. A light gray fuel tank is being spray painted. A clear liquid is being weighed on a digital scale. Liquid from the active bottle is poured into a larger container. Water is poured onto a gloss black metal surface to check it. Sandpaper smooths the gloss black surface one more time. The fuel tank is sprayed with a coat of matte black paint. A coat of metallic purple-blue paint is sprayed on, creating a new beauty. The machine parts, now painted purple-blue, gleam and sparkle. Safety glasses are placed gently on a towel, preparing for assembly. A hand carefully fits a small shaft into a silver machine part. The universal joint is disassembled, revealing the moving parts inside. A metal shaft with a hexagonal head, a small but important detail. The man fits a metal bar with blue ends into the machine part. A milky white liquid is poured into a clear plastic bottle. The deep purple fuel tank is being painted, glossy under the sun. The paint is sprayed evenly, creating a smooth and perfect surface. The craftsman wipes the fuel tank with a soft cloth, a final touch. A close-up of the hand wiping gently, avoiding scratches on the new paint. The gleaming silver fuel cap is fitted snugly onto the purple tank. A full view of the finished fuel tank, a work of patience. It is a complete contrast to the old, rusted, and peeling fuel tank. The restored fuel tank looks beautiful on the metal table. And finally, it stands there by the lake like a dream come true. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel at Rescue Story for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.